Hi, I'm Lou and these are my grandkids and we're going to show you how to install a new garage door opener. Here's all the parts that came in the box and there's a granddaughter for scale. This one moves the door just fine, but none of the buttons work because the receiver is broken. It's less expensive just to replace the whole thing. One of the trickiest things to figure out is the wiring on the old opener. One of these is going to be the push button on the wall over there, and the other is going to be to the eye sensors down there, and you don't know which is which, and they're hidden in the ceiling and walls. You've got common in the middle, and the button is probably over here, but we'll disconnect it and see if the button stops working. Sure enough, with that unscrewed, that doesn't work. This was our button wire, and I loosened it up. I'll pull this off and tie a knot in it. This is our eye wire. Unplug your opener, pull this rope to disconnect the garage door, lower it down by hand. There are new parts in the box, but they match these old ones and they're just fine, so we'll disconnect it right there. Pin right there. That piece came off the wall, it's laying on the floor, and now we're gonna take this off with 2 bolts here and over there. And down we come. Old and new, and we'll start putting this rod together like tent poles. Look in your book and you'll find one special one that goes on the end. Down here on the motor end, the book shows that there's this other piece that goes in here and then mounts right to those motor bolts. A bolt goes right there and this chain guide goes right there. Down on this end, we put the trolley on with those big holes facing towards the door. Pulley goes in here, spindle bolt goes through here, lock washer and nut underneath. Bend this trolley stop tab up with a screwdriver. Find about the middle of the chain and put it around your sprocket up here on the motor. Down on this end, the chain goes around through the pulley and then hooks onto the shuttle right here with that hardware. The other end of the chain gets attached to this bolt with that hardware. That gets connected right here to the trolley, and you tighten this until the chain rides right about there. Now we use 2 bolts, one on this side and one on that side, to hook up back to those straps. There it is attached, and here the other end will push up to connect into that bracket. Move the shuttle towards the door until this bracket fits right in here and put the pin through to hold it in. I put this retaining clip back in. There's the eye with a 30-foot cord in its bracket. Here's one mounted on and cut to 18 inches long. Take off the eyes from the old garage door opener and disconnect them from the wiring. 2 wires coming from the eye and 2 wires going into the wall. It kind of doesn't matter which is which, but I would put the darker wire with the black eye wire and white to white. So twist them together like that, cover them with electrical tape, and make sure you wire it the same way on the other eye. So there's the wiring all buttoned up behind the plate, and the eye just snaps onto the rail like this. Loosen this wing nut, and then you can point this eye generally down that way to the other one and tighten it back down. And now we do the same thing on the other side. One difference on this side is there are 2 cables, and one actually is coming from the other eye. And all you do is you wire the 2 blue wires to the black wire of this eye, and then all the white wires together. Here we are on the back of the opener, and this is the button wire. The ground goes to the white, and the blue goes to this red here. That's the button. And then the eye goes ground on white and the blue on the black. To attach these wires, you push these buttons all the way down as hard as you can, stick in the wire and release. Button wires and eye wires. Plug it in. Tie up your wires so they don't get tangled in the chain. You know you have the eye set up correctly if it's bright green until you put your hand through it. Push the down button, which sends the shuttle all the way to the other end. The door in the down position, this outer shell should line up perfectly with the inner shuttle, and the way you do that is to change these bolt positions. Out, pull back until this clicks into place, and reset the bolts. Door up, door down. This plain button is not working to open the new garage door, so I'm going to have to put in theirs that has some circuitry with it. Gold button, blue to red, and white to white. The button is meant to be screwed directly to the wall, but since we have this plate, I drilled some little holes there, and I'd screw the button to the plate, then the plate to the wall. And here we go. And we'll use the remote to put it back down. Now we'll adjust the opener. The down position is just fine, but this up position is a little low and we can reset that. Press and hold the adjustment button until that starts flashing. Then press the up button to get the door where you want it. And then press adjustment button again. Much better. Thanks for watching.